Hi everyone, Rusty Dog here. Just a quick announcement then. Frontier put this up today about the new update coming, which will not be until the end of January, I believe. However, the public beta for this will be starting up in around 6 days' time. So expect that for next Wednesday, I guess that would be. 27th, I think it is, coming up. So let's take a look and see what's going to be addressed in this new update. Okay, so as it says, as mentioned in October, our upcoming updates will almost exclusively be focused on addressing recent and long-standing issues and bugs. The next update will be our first step as part of that. Okay. So they're doing game-breaking bugs, stability issues that cause disconnects, soft locks, crashes. I don't really get too many crashes with Elite Dangerous. I can't remember the last time I had one, but they do happen from time to time. But if I'm honest, I don't remember the particular circumstances surrounding the crashes. So if it's been addressed in this list, then I really don't know. So here we are. The public beta for this will run from the 27th of November to the 2nd of December. Yeah, that's a little short. So it's like 5-6 days, really. That's all we're getting for the beta. I'm not sure if that's enough. I mean, I know they're addressing a few bugs and we are all going to check it out, and it wouldn't take that long to see if the bugs have been fixed. But I can't help thinking they need to run this for a bit longer, particularly as the update is not going to be out until the end of January. So that effectively gives them 2 months, the whole of December and pretty much the majority of January to fix the stuff based on the feedback from these 5 days. So we've got 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 1st and 2nd. So yeah, 6 days, and that's it. So it says here that, now here's something, we're also investigating the ability to extend future betas to console players as well. So if you have a Xbox or a PlayStation, then that will probably be good news to you if you want to take part in the betas. And it says here, due to the update focusing on a number of bug fixes rather than new content and features, the beta will appear and play very much like the existing live game. Woohoo! However, getting involved in testing provides a huge benefit for all Elite Dangerous players. So it's 6 days of testing and then 2 months of waiting, which seems a little bit of an imbalance to me. I would like to maybe have a couple of weeks beta testing, because I think it really should be, here's some bugs. We're going to run the beta from the 27th with some of these bugs fixed, hopefully. Test them out, report back. If something isn't fixed, or if something has broken something else, then you'd need that extra time, I think, to feed back to Frontier so they can sort that out and put that into the next beta. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think 6 days is enough, but hey, it may prove to be enough. So yeah, let's get down to what they're addressing in the update and the beta, of course. So we wanted to highlight some of the top voted issues from the issue tracker. Well, good place to start. So alongside our own internal tests, we'll need the help of you for 6 days, our community beta participants, to help identify the fixes in live and multiplayer environment. Okay, so repairing Thargoid attack stations, not all delivery numbers counted. I haven't personally come across this one, but it says we will implement a fix that will correctly account for all deliveries of for starports that have been attacked by Thargoids. High-resolution screenshots create tiling artifacts in bright objects, so hopefully going to get that sorted. Again, not one I've really noticed. Galaxy map won't select systems I searched for. I think I've had that happen a couple of times. Yeah, I think I have noticed this in the past, but it rarely happens, I think. At least for me. I don't know if any of you guys have picked this up. But that's all. That's a good fix. Anything like this, because that could be a game breaker, depending on the system you type in. I guess Keyboard stops working within the game. Never had that issue. We will implement a fix for this issue to ensure keyboards work in game as intended. Okay. Well, personally, I've never had that issue, but let me know in the comments if you guys have had any of these issues or any of these have been bugging you, because I'd be interested to know if you guys are suffering from any of these particular ones or have suffered from it. So, ship launch fighter, female NPC crew member has no audio. That's probably a good thing. Had no text in the comms. So the females don't talk. I'm saying nothing. I get into trouble. Yeah, I'm going to keep quiet on that one. Okay, next one. We wanted to bring your attention to the following issues, as these will need additional information and testing in the beta to ensure the fixes are working as intended. Yeah, okay, well, FSS. So the full system scanner, then a long delay when scanning planets with geological sites. There is a delay, but I haven't noticed. It's not to the level where I'm going to moan about it. But if they can speed that up, then that's a good thing. Let's see, as it currently stands, in order for the geological biological sites to be placed on the surface, the entire stellar body, don't give the game away how you do it. Immersion breaker. The entire stellar body must be fully generated. We then know the topography and can place sites where they will be accessible. This can take tens of seconds. Okay. As part of the January update, we aim to address this with an alternative process. We have run tests on thousands of in-game planetary bodies. By using this data, we're able to extrapolate the likelihood of geological biological sites being present on similar stellar bodies. We then use this data and indicate if the planet is unlikely, likely, or very likely to have a geological biological sites. That's not correct English, but okay, we'll let that slide. It is not 100% guaranteed that there will be a geological biological site on the planetary body, but does give commanders a much faster indication of probability. This will enable commanders to quickly ascertain if the planet's worth a visit. This is an alternative way to display information. We would love to hear your feedback on it within 6 days to determine whether or not it is better than the current process. Please note this will not affect Thargoid or Guardian sites, which will show up instantaneously. Well, then it doesn't need to affect it. Fine. This one I've seen a good few times. Conflict zones have no contents. That's happened to me a few times. It's a little bit of an annoyance, but would be good if they can sort this out. We have identified that the Lua script responsible for populating conflict zones can stop running at times, which causes this kind of issue. We will implement a fix, but we'll need your feedback on whether or not the issue persists. Now, again, this is what I'm talking about with the 6 days. Not every conflict zone you drop into is going to be an empty, or would have been an empty one. I may drop into 20 conflict zones and only get one empty one. So we've got 6 days, guys, to just be dropping in conflict zones all the time. And hopefully, yeah, we can determine from that whether it's been fixed or not by nobody reporting any empty conflict zones. So I just hope the 6 days is enough. But I guess if some of us, say, okay, I'm going to spend the time testing this, other people spend the time testing this, and other people spend the time testing a different bug, like this one, and this one, or this one, whatever, and the FSS. So we've got people testing the FSS, people testing conflict zones. Then that's the way to do it. But yeah, it's going to be kind of random, really. So anyway, the Invincible Heart. Good name for a ship. The team have been investigating this issue for some time. However, it has proven difficult to reliably reproduce in-house. It's not a house, it's a building. It's not a house, it's a place of work. Anyway, I don't know why they say in-house. In office. As part of the beta, we'll be adding additional logging information and we'll need our community beta testers to try and reproduce the issue so we can collect more data to help us resolve it. Okay. Yeah, well, you got 6 days to do that. Instance splitting when fighting Thargoid Interceptor. We'll be introducing a fix for this, but as it is a network-related issue, we'll need this to be extensively tested in the beta. Right, instance splitting when fighting Thargoid Interceptors. I guess so. Maybe that's if there's a wing of a couple of you or 2 or 3 of you, and you drop in to the non-human resource, non-human site, then maybe you end up in different instances. I guess that's what they're talking about. I don't think I've ever come across this one in particular. But anyway, every bug fix is a good bug fix. Right, up next then, Thargoid Interceptor, Heart Cycle Reset. We will implement a fix to ensure that the Thargoid Interceptor's combat state does not reset. As with the above issue, we will also require commanders to identify if this is still occurring in the beta. Okay. Exit in the game just hangs. Need to force terminate. Probably had that once or twice, but very rarely for me I've seen that one. We will need additional feedback in checking if this issue is still occurring in the beta. Well, you're going to need multiple exits to test that one out. Going in the game, exiting. Going in the game, exiting. How many times are you going to be doing that in 6 days? Probably not much. But multiplied by however many people are testing it, well, let's see. Please note this is not an exhaustive list of all the fixes, and more will be detailed in the beta patch notes released next week. We'll be investigating the following issues for future updates. So this is stuff they're not going to sort out right at the moment, but in the next one, whenever that's going to be. 2 major issues with light from the local star. You can click on each one of these, and it will take you into more detailed information on the is it the knowledge base? On the issue listings. Let's have a look. So if I click one, for example, into the issue tracker, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, you can find out more details here. Okay, so let's have a look. Thargoid Interceptor shut down pulses without warning. Okay, core mining fragments glitch inside the asteroid. Oh, okay, I've seen that before. Wing mining, seismic charges malfunction. Chat icon displays 1 while no message is there. I haven't seen that one. Black screen after respawn in CQC. Doesn't bother me, that one. I know I'm reading it from my point of view. I don't play CQC, so. Massive rubber banding of NPCs and player around stations, and sometimes in other instances. I have come across that a few times. I have seen it in NPCs. Obviously, you do get that with players due to network lag, possibly, and whatever. High pings, maybe. But it does happen with NPCs as well. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get that sorted. Crystalline clusters disintegrate without producing materials. Okay. We also wanted to give you an update on the following issue. Virtual reality then, double vision and incorrect rendering on HMDs with non-parallel displays. For example, the Pimax. At the current time, there are no plans to provide support for new HMDs outside the officially supported systems and platforms. The officially supported platforms are Valve Index, HTC Vive, and Oculus. Okay. How to get involved? Well, a new beta section forum will be set up with details on how to take part and how to submit bug reports. Good. They needed to do that. Submitting bug reports via the forum, I think, is integral. I think it's really important. You can't be doing it by ticketing and stuff like that. It's just too long-winded, and it's just too long-winded, and I don't think it's efficient. The forums are much better, much faster. So the beta begins on the 27th of November and will run until the 2nd of December. 6 days. The beta will only be accessible on the PC. We are looking into expanding this for console players in the future. Not this particular update, of course. To take part in the beta, all you'll need to do is load up the launcher and select the following product. So yes, as usual, it will appear in your launcher with the beta, and then you just go into that. You just do the update and get it in from there. It's always been the way. And then you can play the normal game as well if you don't want to be in the beta. So that'll still be on the list, obviously. And then that's it. And we'll be updating the issue tracker. January update 3.6 beta section. We encourage all those who are taking part in this beta to report any encountered bugs. Okay. And I don't mean Thargoids, by the way. We just want to thank you once again. Blah, blah, blah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Great. So that's it, guys. It's coming. It's coming next week or next Wednesday. But as they have quite rightly pointed out, do not expect any feature update, content updates. It's basically bug testing. We are for 6 days. We're going to be part of the bug testing team. So, if you guys want to take part in that, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what you'll be checking. All right, guys. That's it. That's the latest news. See you next time. Bye.